Today our topic is how Stoics dealt with loneliness. Loneliness is something everyone feels at some point in life. It can be hard to deal with, but the Stoics, who were ancient philosophers, had some good ideas about how to handle it. They believed in focusing on what you can control and accepting what you cannot. This way of thinking can help us deal with loneliness in a better way. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus wrote a lot about how to live a good life, and their ideas are still useful today. They taught that loneliness is not something to fear or avoid, but rather something to understand and use as a way to grow stronger. First, let's talk about what loneliness really is. It's not just about being alone. You can feel lonely even when you are with other people. Loneliness is more about feeling disconnected or missing something important in your life, like meaningful relationships or a sense of purpose. The Stoics believe that loneliness is a state of mind, and that means we have the power to change how we feel about it. They didn't see loneliness as a bad thing. Instead, they saw it as an opportunity to learn more about yourself and to become more self-reliant. When you are alone, you have the chance to think deeply, to reflect on your life, and to focus on what really matters to you. One of the key ideas in Stoicism is that we should focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot control. This is very important when dealing with loneliness. You cannot control whether other people will be with you or not, but you can control how you respond to being alone. Instead of feeling sad or sorry for yourself, you can use the time to do something productive or meaningful. For example, you can read a book, write in a journal, or practice a skill. The Stoics believed that when you focus on improving yourself, you become stronger and more resilient. This way, you don't depend on others for your happiness. You create your own happiness from within. Marcus Aurelius, who was a Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher, wrote a lot about how to deal with difficult emotions. He said that we should not let our emotions control us. Instead, we should observe them and understand where they come from. When you feel lonely, ask yourself why you feel that way. Is it because you miss someone? Or is it because you feel like you don't belong? By understanding your feelings, you can start to work on them. Marcus Aurelius also said that we should remember that everything in life is temporary. Feelings of loneliness will not last forever. They will pass, just like everything else in life. This idea can help you stay calm and patient when you are feeling lonely. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, wrote about the importance of being content with what you have. He said that many people feel lonely because they are always looking for something more. They think that if they had more friends, a better job, or a bigger house, they would be happy. But Seneca believed that true happiness comes from within. He said that if you are not happy with yourself, you will never be happy, no matter how much you have. This is a powerful idea. It means that instead of trying to fill the void of loneliness with things or people, you should focus on building a strong and peaceful mind. When you are at peace with yourself, you won't feel lonely, even if you are alone. Epictetus, who was a former slave and later a Stoic teacher, had a very simple but powerful way of thinking about loneliness. He said that we should not be afraid of being alone because we always have ourselves. He believed that the most important relationship we have is the one with ourselves. If we have a good relationship with ourselves, we will never truly be lonely. Epictetus also taught that we should not depend on others for our sense of worth. We should value ourselves for who we are, not for what others think of us. This way, even if we are alone, we can still feel good about ourselves. The Stoics also believed in the importance of nature and the universe. They saw themselves as part of something bigger. When you feel lonely, you can remind yourself that you are connected to the world around you. You are part of nature, and you are part of the universe. This can help you feel less alone. The Stoics believe that everything happens for a reason, even loneliness. It is an opportunity to learn and grow. When you are alone, you can think about your place in the world and your purpose in life. This can give you a sense of meaning and direction. Another important Stoic idea is that we should not compare ourselves to others. Many people feel lonely because they think everyone else is happier or more connected than they are. But the Stoics said that this is not a good way to think. Everyone has their own struggles, and no one's life is perfect. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own journey. Think about how far you have come and what you have learned. When you appreciate your own progress, you will feel more confident and less lonely. The Stoics also believed in the power of gratitude. When you feel lonely, it can help to think about the things you are grateful for. Even if you don't have many people in your life right now, there are still things to be thankful for. You can be grateful for your health, your talents, or the beauty of nature. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. This can help you feel more positive and less lonely. One of the most important lessons from Stoicism is that we should not run away from difficult emotions. Instead, we should face them and learn from them. Loneliness can be painful, but it can also teach us important lessons. It can teach us to be more independent, to appreciate the people we have, and to find joy in simple things. The Stoics believed that every challenge in life is an opportunity to become stronger and wiser. Loneliness is no different. It is a challenge, but it is also an opportunity. In conclusion, the Stoics had a lot of wisdom about how to deal with loneliness. They taught us to focus on what we can control, to accept what we cannot control, and to find strength within ourselves. They reminded us that loneliness is temporary and that we are part of something bigger. They encouraged us to be grateful, to avoid comparing ourselves to others, and to see every challenge as an opportunity to grow. If we follow these ideas, we can learn to deal with loneliness in a healthy and positive way. Instead of fearing it, we can use it as a chance to become better, stronger, and more at peace with ourselves.